All right, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. If anybody still got your cowboy hats from Dallas, Texas, feel free to put them on, okay? I know listen, we're super excited, okay? And I want to tell you why. First of all, I got to say this before we kick the call off. So, someone put it in the comments. So, our pack promotions for PXP ends tonight. Okay, it ends tonight. We're going to put it in the comments so everybody knows if you want those PXP packs with the points to go on the trips, the lifestyle points, it ends tonight. Take advantage of it. Okay. And, but it's just the start. It is just the start. We have so many things. And let me tell you something PXP, we just finished up with the owners yesterday. Okay. And one of the things I can tell you, what I love about our company is we're not settling to have just the normal company, right? Like after the event's over, the owners are staying behind, the executives are staying behind, the IT crews are staying behind, like the operations team staying behind to go, okay, what worked at the event? How can we make this better? How can we make the check-in process better? How can we do this better? So at the end of the day, I love a company that's not just saying, hey, we're so proud of ourselves. Hey, we launched this, we did this, but we're sitting there with our marketing and branding team going, how can we get better? How can we make things better? And so, in saying that, I know the gentleman I'm about to introduce is going like he appreciates a company that is constantly on the roadmap of leveling up, not settling, because he knows how hard we work into the field. And there has to be this collaboration, which is hard to get between corporate and the field. But I want to promise you this we're not perfect at Partner Co., but we are out to collaborate. We truly are out for true partnership to go, how can we get better? How can we work on this? How can we make PXP a better experience for next year? And I love that process. So here's the thing. Here's the call tonight. And then I'm going to introduce Mr. Todd Falcone. Guys, tonight we're going to talk about, we're coming out of PXP. And what we want to do for you is we want to put your mindset into this. I've got excitement. There's things happening. The field's excited, right? And listen, I always say never look at your paycheck today and go, wow, like it's an indicator of what's already happened. Like this Friday's paycheck for you is an indicator of what's already happened in your business. Okay. So if you're sitting here tonight and you're like, I want my income to rise in this company, like I want to explode my business. Okay. I want to take my business to the next level. Well, let me tell you, it starts today. It's with the energy coming out of PXP, and you put your head down for the next 90 days and you go, I want my check to grow. So it's all about the action and the preparation and the movement I'm doing from now to get that movement going. And over the next 90 days, my check starts to rise. And when I get to that 90-day period in my check, I'm really excited about it. I'm fired up about it. Listen, it's because of the work you put in. It's because of the action you took. It's because of the accountability. And that's the reason for the call tonight. Listen, there's never been a more perfect time coming out of our biggest event ever for this company's short lived history in this industry. Guys, you're a part of a $400 million company that has a roadmap to a billion, and you sit at the top of it. I'm going to keep reminding you, you sit at the front to be able to take this news and this message to your community, to your state, to the bordering states around you, to other countries. You can grab the market share of this global enterprise. That's where you sit. Is that not exciting? Put a one in the comments if that fires you up. But it takes a commitment, it takes an accountability, and it takes a willingness to stay the course. And so, guys, here's why I'm partnered with Todd Falcone, a guy that's got almost 4 decades in the industry. You go, Brent, I trust him. Okay. I know that he knows what to do in the industry. I know he knows how to do it right. And I know how much he cares for people. He has a heart for helping human beings be better at this profession, but also be better human beings. That's hard to find, right? But he's got that. And so I trust him with my kids, like he's just a great person, great friend. But what I love about him in this fast-paced world we live in, this social media driven world we live in, he believes, just like I believe, that sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. Sometimes it's that phone call. Me and Karen Hill was talking today about a phone call. Sometimes I got to call Linda Pittman. I got to call you and I got to talk to you. Sometimes I got to call my customer and I got to give my customer more value than they've paid for. Sometimes I've got to build a relationship with Jerry and Allison Wyndham, not for the moment right now, but for the future. And he has all those merits that he teaches each and every day. I challenge you to follow Todd Falcone on social media. He does podcasts, he does interviews. He's always on every single day. But we're also launching a course. You're going to have an opportunity tonight to be able to participate with myself and others. If you're on here tonight and you've already signed up for the next 12 weeks, the A team, it's an accountability group. You want to scale your check over the next 90 days, come to this group every Tuesday night with a mindset. Starting next Tuesday night, we're going to talk more about that. With a mindset of we're all going to grow our check together. We're all going to work to explode our business together, and we're going to be accountable to each other. I promise you this, you get to the end of 12 weeks in this program, you're going to grow. You're going to develop. Okay? You're going to build a bigger business, and it's something you'll carry on with you forever. So that's why we have partnered. I promise you, I've put more into this than you guys are putting in to be in the 12-week course, and that's okay with me because it's a way that we're all locked arms here doing this together. So I would highly encourage you to share this video with your team, get the word out from now till next Tuesday night, and they could be a part of the launch of this 12-week accountability program ran by Mr. Todd Falcone. So for tonight, grab your pen and piece of paper because he's going to share some wisdom and some nuggets about coming out of Dallas, Texas, about coming out of PXP, and the accountability and how to explode your business. Listen in tonight. There's going to be a lot of wisdom, a lot of nuggets shared. So without further ado, I want to bring to the platform Mr. Todd Falcone. Todd, thanks for being here tonight. Everybody give him a big shout
Brent,
out in the comments.
great to see all of you. You know, it's crazy. I look at all those hearts and the hands and stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Man, you know, I was missing you, bro. It was like, I think we went our longest window of actually not talking to each other, which was like 5 days. So it was good to have a
It
chat
was.
with you. And
I missed you too, man. I had to call Todd today and say, okay, it's been like 5 or 6 days. We hadn't got to chat. Like he's been busy. We've been crazy with PXP. So it's good to bring the energy back and drive it right home into the A team for the next 12 weeks.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, I wish I was there. I was there in spirit, and I saw all sorts of videos and photos and awards and little snippets. And I got to tell you something, there's nothing like being at an event like PXP. And I mean, do me a favor. If this was your first ever PXP, put a 5 in the chat. I'm just curious how many, this is like your first one ever. Man, look at that. Look at what are you? What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys already know what I'm talking about then, right? Like I get to go to events like this a couple times a month. Like you guys get one of these a year. So I and the fives just keep on coming. I just love it. I love it. It's great to see so many new people that went to a major event like this for their very first time. And I'll never forget. And it was many moons ago. Okay. This is like I think it was like March of 1990. Gosh, man, that was 1990. That was a long time ago. I was beginning my network marketing journey, and I was excited about it. Right? I mean, I was working around. It's a little bit different when I started. We worked out of an office, and we had like 20 desks in an office, so we were around some people. Versus for you guys, I mean, the way it's done now, I mean, we're solopreneurs working. I've been sitting in here since 5 a.m. this morning, literally, and I haven't seen, oh, my kid walked in here about an hour ago to say goodbye, but I'm by myself. And I remember this guy came up to me and he said, and I was showing up, I'm new, like really new. And he says to me, he said, "Hey, do you want to be a leader?" Or no, he says, "Are you going to the event in San Diego?" And there was this big 3-day event that was going on in San Diego. And honestly, I couldn't afford it. I mean, it was like $300 in hotel, and I already spent all my money starting out in this business. I was 22, so I had no savings, no nothing. And I told him the truth. I said, "No, I'm not." And he looks at me square in the eyes and he's like, "Do you want to be a leader in this company?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Well, you need to be at that event." And he turned and he walked away from me. And I know he didn't do it to make me feel bad. But I felt bad because I really wanted to go. And I didn't even know what was in store for me. I had never been to a seminar, an event, nothing at all. And I figured out, I don't know what I did. I scrambled around. I figured out how to come up with $300 in 1990. I slept in my 1989 Toyota Corolla for a couple nights and, washed up or whatever in the hotel bathroom. But I got to tell you something, that very first event, before the event even started, like I'm like showing up and I'm like, whoa, wow, look, like, you're lined up to walk in the door. I mean, all these people lined up and I was like, oh, wow, this is bigger than the office that I was working in. Like I didn't have a real concept of it. And I'm sitting there and I was like, whoa. And I was like way back in the line and I'm meeting people and I'm like, okay, all right, maybe I got myself in something pretty cool here. And then we like go in and then everybody, music's playing, people are clapping and dancing. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I don't know what this is yet, but I'm game. And we sit down and then it was like 2.5 days of just intense training and learning. And like, I mean, I was sold before the event even started. Like and what I was sold on was a degree of belief, like this is real. Cause it's kind of interesting. You know what? People get into businesses like this and they get introduced by a friend or coworker or whatever. And, they see cool products and they see stuff, but they're still not quite sure. And this is not unusual. It's very usual, in fact. And I think, given all the fives, like many of you just like your life has changed, right? Your life, like you can't go back. There's no going back after like coming back from PXP. It's like I had no idea. Like, wow. The learnings, the announcements, the camaraderie, the community, all of it. And it's exciting. It really truly is. And we don't go there for like just the cheerleading. It's a business, PXP is a business event to provide you all of the things for the next, period of time until the next event comes up, right? And look, I've been doing this for a really, really, really long time. So I know what I'm talking about here. And I just from the comments, I can see that you guys are like vibing with what I'm saying, right? Now, here's the reality, okay? This energy, this excitement, and some of you that have been to previous events, I know that this happens to you too, where you're there and you're like, oh man, you're like chomping at the bit. You're like, ooh, man, you're seeing people up on stage. You're like, your hair is standing on end. You get this emotional, like this high degree of emotional energy. You're leaving your team and you're hugging and you're like, I'm going to be at the top of the compensation plan next year. I'll see you on the stage. All of, and you're dreaming and you're thinking about all these things that you're going to do, which is exactly what these events are designed to do. And then you get home, and this is what happens for a majority of people. They get home, all these notes, all these big intentions. They unpack their bags and do their laundry, and then was there even an event? It's kind of weird. It's very, very difficult to hold on to this community energy that exists in that room. And I mean, I was at home, like witnessing, because I'm connected with a bunch of you and I'm witnessing this stuff. And I'm like, cool, this is awesome. And honestly, like those of you that unfortunately couldn't make it, you could see all that stuff, but you just don't have, you still don't quite know. You don't know what the feel it, and it truly is a feeling that learning, but it's a feeling that you have at these experiences, and that's why they call it PX. It's an experience. And so Brent and I thought about this, and we just came off of a 90-day A team leading into PXP, and which was crazy, man. I mean, we had literally thousands of new brand partners and customers that came in as a direct result of the last one. And we didn't really know when we first started discussing it, but then when we mapped it out, it's like, whoa, wait a second, that goes right into PXP, perfect. And then we were like, okay, well, let's keep this momentum going. And so we designed another one coming up to go through the end of 2025. And, I've tried for decades to figure out, how do you hold on to the energy? How do you keep this, it's kind of like, if you had a group of highly motivated, partner co people that were here, like in my house, like, and we're hanging out for like 5 days and we're building the business and we're breaking bread together and we're, cheering each other on and we're, picking each other up and all of those things. No one here is going to tell me that, oh, that would be less exciting than me sitting in my office for the last 12 hours. I'm sitting here for like at least 12 hours so far. And yeah, I mean, we are solopreneurs, and when you're surrounded with community, with energy, and look, God knows we need good energy right now. We need community. We need positivity. We need positive energy. We need supportiveness. We need collaboration. The world needs it more than ever before. I'll tell you what, there are more people now. I mean, I'm not going to get into, we all know what happened this last week, but the world needs love. It needs kindness. It needs caring. It needs people that truly, genuinely, authentically care. It needs hugs. It needs people that are willing to reach out and give a person some assistance and some guidance. And there's no better type of business model than what you have right here with Partner Co. There is nothing better, because the only way that you can truly succeed here, okay? Yeah, you can go out and make, sell a ton of skinny drops, help people get skinny, and that's fantastic. And I know they work and people are going ballistic over that, and that's amazing. But when you help another person begin to change their lives financially through the personal growth and development, helping somebody develop a greater degree of confidence, helping them look in the mirror and like what they see, figuratively and literally, that's life altering. And I'm not talking about the weight loss. I'm talking about me looking at myself in the mirror and going, man, Todd, you did a great job today. And that's what we get to do as brand partners in a business like this. And the way to make the bigger impact and hold on to that energy is by continuing the collaboration. And years ago, I discovered through experience that there's always people that, it's interesting. Like at this point in my life, I don't need somebody to say, hey, Todd, can you get out of bed and get to work? I'm like, I'm kind of crazy right now because I get my butt out of bed at like 3:45. I was a little late this morning. I slept in till 4:30. I mean, my body won't even, I don't even need an alarm clock. My body won't, like, I could go to bed at 2 and I'm still up at 5. I thought that's the thing that happens to older people. Like like my dad, like he goes to bed at 6 and he's up at 3, and I don't consider myself old. I'm 58 years young, and it's already happened. I'm doing it by choice. But look, you guys, my discovery and why this program exists is based on my desire to help those that really want to win, but they, for a number of reasons, they find themselves stuck, not doing what they're capable of, and they know it. I'll tell you one thing in this business, and you may not have discovered this yet, but you will. A lot of what we do in this business is seeing things in others that they don't yet see in themselves. Like when they look in the mirror, some of these folks, they look in the mirror and they're like, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. Success? No, not me. Nobody in our family doesn't do that. This is our type. And you get to impact people over your tenure in this company in ways that you can't even begin to fathom yet, where you will literally give someone so much confidence, so much skill, more financial flexibility through the compensation plan. That we are, and this is the way I look at it, we are agents of change. That's what we are. We get up every single morning and go out and impact people's lives in a manner that if they choose to embark on that journey or choose to use products, their life will forever be altered in the greatest way imaginable. And I think we do truly need a movement of positive, amazing, excited people that are out there doing good things in this world. What you're all coming off of, this excitement, this energy leading into PXP, out of PXP, and then next Tuesday, we begin the next 90-day run. Don't do it alone. Yeah, you can choose to okay, I'm going to do this alone, but I don't want you to do it alone. I want you to be arm in arm with all of the folks on this team that have all got, we've got different goals and objectives in terms of the things we want in life and how far we want to go. But everybody here wants to do more and wants to become more. And when we do it together as a collective, it's way more impactful. We got to do our individual stuff, but when we can do our individual stuff as a group, man, it's just like, think about it. Here's a way of looking at it. Okay. Let's say I go, well, I don't have a vacant lot, but let's say I go across the street, there's a vacant lot and I don't know how to build a house. I don't know how to build a house. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm going to stand there and be like, okay, I'm going to wait around until somebody comes along and builds a house for me because I don't know how to build a house. But then what if I had some carpentry skills? I knew how to throw a hammer and use a saw. And then maybe I actually understood how to frame a house. I don't have a clue how to frame a house. I truly don't. And then pouring cement. I don't even know how to mix cement, but what if I did? Now, what if I knew all the stuff, the electrical, the plumbing, all the things, but I was all alone? Could I build the house? Yeah, probably. There's some things that might require a couple extra people from a weight standpoint. But what if I could probably figure out if I had all those skills how to do it on my own. But what if, I don't know how many people we got here? I have 400 people. What if all 400 of us knew what to do and we decided we're going to go build that house, and each of us had the individual things, like someone knows, all these people know the plumbing, these electric, these are the framers, these are the roofers. Man, how fast do you think we could build that house? I mean, if we really truly, and I'm like, we're not going to do it. No, we're not literally building a house. But if that was the case, we could build a house probably, honestly, I don't know, a day. How long does it take the cement to dry? I don't know. 2 days? And that's kind of what I'm talking about here. So let me go back for a second. So for those of you, I know many of you are registered for this thing. for some of you, this might be like, hey, what is this? And I saw somebody commenting before I even got started. Is there still room? Yes, there's still room. Yes, I will put the registration link in there in a little bit. But I designed this thing back in 2000. Well, formally, where I did it for my own organizations, and then when I started training for network marketing and direct sales companies, I thought, can I do this like with people in different companies? Because I run them, like I'm getting ready to run another one where I've got people in like 20 different companies. But this thing is cool because it's just Partner Co. We can talk about skinny drops all we want, or anything else for that matter. We can talk about anything because it's just Partner Co., which I have a lot more fun when we can just laser in on a company. And what this is a group of people rallying together with a common cause, with a common desire. Now, the end result that we all desire, slightly different. I want to live in the woods. Somebody wants to live up in the mountains or in the trees or on the beach, like in terms of our ultimate goals. But everybody wants to come out of this thing and go, all those intentions that I had coming out of PXP, I want to turn those intentions into actions. Now, it's not every time that I run an A team where I get to work with a group of people that are coming off of such a high amount of energy. Like I got people coming into the one that I'm getting ready to run. They haven't been to an event in a year. Not that we can't get results with that, but what I want to do, and I know what Brent wants to do, is we want to take all of this energy and carry it through with a huge amount of positive energy and momentum as we finish 2025. And my personal goal is to make this group the most talked about team in the entire company. I think we've already begun to do that. You guys did it. The 745 of you from this last one. But it's like, maybe it's a personal objective of mine to like, let's make this so big that everybody's like, what is going on with this group over here? What are they doing? Because we're going to be doing something special. And the reason I designed it is, here's why. As I mentioned, like I've been in here for over 12 hours today. We're solopreneurs. We have to be able to get out of bed and get ourselves to work and be able to get ourselves to do the things that are required in order to be successful. We all have to be able to do it by ourselves. But to be able to be with a community and do it with some degree of togetherness is going to help you be able to do it by yourself. It's kind of like, I don't know, anything. If I was teaching my kid, I remember teaching my kid to tie his shoes. I could sit there and say, dude, tie your shoes. And he's going to be like, I don't know what to do, Dad. I'm like, tie them. It's not going to help. I've got to show him how to tie his shoes. Or he's going to have to live with Velcro until he's in his 90s. It's like weird how we start with Velcro and then we end with Velcro, the double strap shoes, right? But this is going to be an opportunity. And the A, as you guys all know, if you don't, stands for accountability. So what I've done is I've built accountability into a profession where there is none. Your sponsor is not going to do it for you. Your upline. I mean, we've got to, and this is a fact. Most people through their lives are held accountable by others. At first, it's your parents and maybe your grandparents, trying to keep you from like choking on a pea or sticking your finger in a light socket, which I did when I was like 6. Don't do that, by the way. Bumping your head into a piece of furniture. That's why we put the pads on the corners. And then you go to school and your teachers are like, stop talking in class. Todd, stop being the class clown. Pay attention. And they keep us in alignment. And then we have parents, bosses, and teachers. And so we're really kind of held in alignment by others. And I don't want to say we get lazy, we get programmed to do that. So we're programmed to show up at 9 and leave at 5, or you have to do this, this, and this before you leave class, or whatever it is. And so self-employment is different. It is. And, folks like myself and Brent and other leaders, we're used to it. Like nobody has to get us out of bed and then not only get us out of bed, but to focus on the right activities throughout the day. And I'm not saying that you're not. Some of you may be, some of you may partially be. The biggest struggle that people honestly face is being inconsistent. I poll my audiences all the time, thousands of people. the biggest struggle people have is like staying consistent. They know, and it's not like they don't know what to do. Some of them don't know what to do, but only for a period of time can we use that excuse. After a little while, you at least know what to do. Then what we got to do is help you develop the confidence, the self-confidence to step into doing what you already know how to do, and then you go do it. And so A-Team is designed to help you do all of that. I've run this thing since 2008. That's like, I don't know, 16, 17 years. I think I'm smart enough to realize, like, if it didn't work, I ain't going to do it again. Like, I'll give you one of my recipes for success, or definition of success, is repeat what works, delete what doesn't. So if you do something in your business and wow, Brent signed up. What did I say? What did I do? I better remember that. Or if I say something to a prospect and then they hang up on me, I better be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I say? What did I do? What phrase did I use when she went cold on me? I don't know. So we want to repeat what works and we delete what doesn't work. I continue to do this because it works. If you come run with us for the next 90 days, when we get done with the 90 days, and I think there is truly no better time of the year than now. Kids are back in school, literally day after tomorrow. Yes, I will be in tears. I'm taking my oldest one to college. Like, he's moving out. It's going to be so weird, man. And then the following week, I'm taking my 18-year-old to college. So I got, like, we don't even get to do empty nesters one at a time. I got to do double empty nesters at the same time, and they're not twins. First one took a couple years off, and I'm so grateful to God that, they both are at the same school, starting at the same time, both as freshmen, and both Carla and I are going to be weeping in tears and holding one another, and we're going to be celebrating, a new step in life. But, man, we're starting on Tuesday. I'm going to show you how to track your business building numbers. You're going to be in a community to be able to get your questions answered, share your wins, be able to interact with a group of people. That the one thing for sure everybody has in common is we've all decided that we're going to go do this thing for the next 90 days, and we are going to focus in. None of us are going to allow our excuses to get the most of us. And look, I mean, it doesn't matter what company, how good the company is, how great the company is. There's things that happen, right? Life happens. And I mean, even honestly, like, what happened last week threw me for a loop. I mean, it threw me for a very large loop. And it bothered me, and it made me angry, and it made me incredibly sad. And my wife, I was driving to go see a spiritual mentor of mine yesterday, and she said, you know what? The devil wants you to be distracted. That's the devil. And I'm not going to succumb to the devil. What I will do is turn my face to God and prayer and stay focused, because that's what God wants us to do. And as difficult as it is, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the high road. I'll pray for those that are lost in hopes that they will be found. But you guys, there's no better time for us to get together and run. We start next Tuesday. Look, when I started this in 2008, it was $500 for the 90 days. The one I'm running right now without you guys, it's a combined with everybody, it's $297. And Brent was not kidding when he said he put more money in. I'm not going to tell you how much he put in, but he put a lot of his own personal money in, like someone's large check, basically, to make this happen. You guys get in for $99. That works out to $8 a week. That's a couple of cups of coffee. I actually had a coffee yesterday, and it was like $7.50, man. I had a grande almond milk latte. It was like $7.50. So that would have been 1 week of A-Team. Skip a coffee. You probably don't. It's so cheap, you don't even need to skip a coffee. But I'm pretty confident the website's been put in there. I'm also going to put this in here. So you register at that website. Don't wait. Get yourself registered. We start on Tuesday. And the other thing, I haven't even talked about it. I'm actually giving you my #1 selling training program of all time. It's called Insider Secrets to Recruiting Professionals. I was going to do it for early registrants when we first made this available, but I'm like, I don't care. I want all of you guys to have it. And this is literally the top selling program that I've ever produced on recruiting talent, which is honestly I mean, wouldn't it be cool? I'll just say this. I think Brent and I are pretty decent. I mean, what if you could just go recruit Brent and Todd's all day long? Where would your check be? Where do you find a Brent? Where do you find a Todd? Where do you find some of these other leaders? Well, you can learn how to do that through that course, and you get it for free when you go register for A Team. Now, let me say this. We start on Tuesday. Oh, I got to say this too. I don't know that everybody got the message. So we initially planned on starting tonight. Tonight, like right now, we would be starting. So Brent called me, or they reached out to me when they were at PXP and said, "Hey, can we kick this back a week? Because I have a bunch of people asking about it." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's, we'll delay it by a week. No worries." We started sending emails out to all you guys that registered, including putting you into this Facebook group, because we have a private Facebook group for this this run. And Facebook got kind of weird. I don't know what happened, if a ghost took over, but some weird things were happening, and all these people started getting invites from me, and I wasn't even touching my computer. So I'm pretty confident we got an email to all of you. So the original Facebook group that we had set up, we closed that. Christina, my assistant, recreated a new one. So we've got a Facebook community to work in. You got a playbook that will be sent to you. You want to print that out ideally. What I would do if I was you, if you got like a little Kinko's or something nearby your house, take it to the Kinko's, have them print it out, and then get it bound, because you're going to want to bring that with you every week. And my objective is to teach you the most important things that you need to know in order to succeed here, provide you an environment that will help you to be more accountable. The analogy, and I'll say it again, I don't mind. The analogy that I've always used for this, because I think it's just fitting, is A Team is like hiring a personal fitness trainer, but for your business. So if you've ever worked out one-on-one with a trainer, well, you do more because you got the trainer. Or a group fitness class like yoga, spin, kickboxing. Why do they have group fitness classes, you might ask? Well, they do it, and it's always led by an instructor, and because that group dynamic forces you to do more than you would do alone. My wife's like way into spin. Man, I ain't a spinner at all. I'll do yoga, but spinning absolutely smokes me. But when I go to a spin class, I'm not going to be the only dude sitting on the bicycle crying, "I can't spin." When I got all these other people, even people that look like way unhealthier than I am, and I'm like, if that guy can do it, I'm going to do it. So that's kind of like what the dynamic is. And I do think truly that that is the best analogy for what A Team is, but for your partner co-business. We start on Tuesday. We will be meeting 6 p.m. Pacific time on Zoom, not this Zoom. It'll be a different Zoom. My assistant will get all that intel and all those details. And what I really truly want to do is I want to see an epic number of rank advancements. I want to see people that considered themselves stuck and maybe not really doing what they, and there's, I realize how good the company is doing and people are growing, but I know in every company, there are people at different levels. Some people are just crushing it. Some people are still unsure. Some people are just moving and moving greatly along. There's a variety of different scenarios. I want to take each and every one of you from where you are to a much higher level, higher confidence, higher conviction, bigger impact, bigger check, advancement in ranks, more customers. And it's just, the timing couldn't be better. Coming out of PXP, and the world needs love, and you get to spread your love through Partner Co, through your products, through the business. And I'm happy to dramatically discount this thing to make an even bigger impact. So you guys can get in for $99. It's $8 a week. It's a coffee a week. And I'm sure like you can, Brent will attest. And look, do you think Brent, you guys know Brent, right? You think Brent would have me come back again if it didn't work? I don't think so. I mean, he's pretty straightforward. He's a really nice man, but he's also very straightforward. If it works, let's keep doing it. If it doesn't work, let's not do it anymore. So I can't wait to meet a whole bunch of you guys that I haven't had a chance to meet. I have a lot of admiration for your company. I'm just so if this is like your first exposure to me, I'm not a partner co guy. Okay. I'm an industry trainer. And so as an outside industry trainer, let me tell you something that I get to witness. I see everything. Like my day today was filled with conversations with top leaders, owners. I had two CEO conversations today. And, all companies are different, just like all humans are different. And from I'll say my outside in view, because I'm pretty tight with Brent and other leaders in this company, and I'm well aware of what you guys are doing. Man, if you're a newer person, I got to tell you this, like you planted your flag in a beautiful place. Where you've landed, look, I don't trash talk companies. I never have, never will. But if you came to me and you said, I got this company, this company, and this company, I mean, I've already talked up partner code to friends of mine looking for homes that are like, hey, I gotta find a place to go. You are in the right place at the right time. In my opinion, like you guys probably have one of the best corporate teams I've ever seen. Ever. Like the depth and breadth of experience corporately at all the important positions and marketing and tech and all of that. Like seriously, and I want to like Brent never get hey Todd, can you talk good about the corporate team? He didn't honestly. I talked to Brent this morning for a little bit. He had no idea what was going to come out of my mouth. Anytime I do any training, nobody really knows I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth. So none of this was planned. I mean, yeah, I'm going to talk about A-team. We're going to talk about accountability. We're going to talk about building your business big. We're going to talk about collaboration. Yeah, that. But Brent's never asked me to say, hey, I'll slip you another 5 if you say some good things about Partner Co. So, I just I'm excited. I can't wait. This energy feeds me too. I need it. Being able to facilitate something like this feeds my soul. And I get the opportunity, unlike most of you, to be at, 20 events a year, 30 events a year. So I get that shot in the arm, you know, all year long. I want to help you guys hold on to all this energy, especially those of you that went to PXP and you experienced it in person, to hold on to this all the way through the end of the year and beyond. And then those of you that unfortunately couldn't make it for whatever reason, to catch the energy and to ride this wave as we finish up 2025. So I'm excited. We start on Tuesday. You know the website. Feel free to pay to visit, get yourself registered, and my assistant will be communicating with you. She's amazing. I've worked with her for 15 years. Her name is Christina. She is absolutely the best person to work with and is on top of things. So if you have any questions or any issues, we'll get you addressed and handled. But Brent, man, great to see you again. And are you home yet? Are you home?
Yes, yes, back today, back today. And guys, stay till the end of the call, okay? Don't leave. Don't leave. Todd, I'll say this. There I just feel blessed. Feel blessed to be your friend. Feel blessed to share this profession with you. I know your heart, know what it means to you. I know how you love to give back to people. Um, it has been a tough week around the world with what's going on, and you know um, what I want to tell everybody is I want to look to you serious as we end this call. I want you to look to the link, and I want to tell you what I would do. Okay, I would take the link and I would go to my team and I would promote the video, this video, it'll be up, it'll be in Telegram. Listen, this doesn't pad my pocket. You've already seen what Todd's doing for you. Like, this is for you. Here's what I know. Here's what I know. If you will commit, let me tell you, if you came to me right now and said, Brent, I don't know, I'm kind of off, don't do it. Don't do it. Save your money. Save your 90 something dollars. Don't even do it. But if you're sitting here tonight going, you know what? I want to get to December and I want to set my 2026 up. It doesn't happen by design. I mean, it doesn't happen by chance, guys. It happens by design. It's design of taking action for a period of time that then creates a curve. It creates the ball rolling, right? I see Rachel Durn. I mean, she's on tonight. I see all of you. I've seen at PXP and I've been talking to you. And if you would commit for 12 weeks and like Todd's going to have a Facebook group for you. Like they will create this group for 12 weeks that is a community driven group. Last 12 weeks, we literally enrolled thousands of brand partners and customers. People rank advanced. I was talking to Sheila Balkowski today, like an amazing leader in our company. She's on this call tonight. She'll be promoting this to her team, right? She is just a leader that's taken off and just doing tremendous things. You're going to hear more exciting news about that with her. But listen, here's what I would highly recommend you to do. Build for this event with your team. Because if you can get everybody pushing that ball, like starting to roll that ball, and you'll stay committed for 12 weeks, 12 weeks, an hour a week committed with Todd giving you action items to leave a call and do for the next week, you will start to see the action take effect. You'll start to see your check moving. You will start to see new team members coming on. You will start to see your pipeline grow of leads and prospects to recruit. But what's really going to happen for the rest of September, October, November, moving into 2026 is you're going to set your 2026 up. You're going to set it up for a big explosion for you and your team. And that's why we have positioned this A team for this point, this time, coming out of PXP to run through the end of the year. And so grab the link that's in the chat, do your part in promoting it to your team, and we're looking for the committed. So here's what I want to ask you right now. Like, put a 5, if you will, in the comments. If you're committed, I'm committed. I will be here. I've been a part of this. It scales my business every time I'm a part of it. I will go through the program with you. Will you commit for 12 weeks? If you commit for 90 days on the skinny drops and actually follow the program, women lose 2/3 of half a pound a day, men 2/3 of a pound. If you commit to Todd Falcone's A team over the course of 90 days, guess what? You're going to grow your check. And the more team members you have on this A team, you're going to grow your team. In a time in our industry that if you'll grow September, October, November, December, your next year is going to look a lot different. And we will point back to this moment in time. Guys, I couldn't be more honored to be in this group with you, to be an accountability partner with you, and you be an accountability partner with me. And I'm telling you this, we're locked arms with a guy that's got right at 4 decades of industry experience. He knows what's going on in the industry. He's broke bread with your owners, Darren and John. He's talked to Katie. He's sat at the table with all of them. He knows what we have our hands on, and he sees where the company's going. And I know this is mine and his prayer. We want you there. We want you flourishing. We want you getting all of this you possibly want for you, your team, and your family. Todd Falcone, thank you so much. Thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for what everybody give Todd. I almost said coach. I might as well call you a coach. You're a coach across the industry, but give him a big shout out in the comments, guys. Todd's told me over and over and over, you guys, this group, like you guys are the heart of the company. Like you have soul, you have what it takes. Like you guys are what makes this company so special. Could not be more honored to be partnered with you. God bless you. Have a great Tuesday, and we will see you next Tuesday, you and your team, to kick off the first 18. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you
Love you
all.
guys. Grateful for you.